Hello there. So today we're going to pick up where we left off. This is going to be a short one because what we're going to do is we are going to set up a global script so that we can predetermine what the resources are going to be. So not a whole lot of fancy graphics or anything going on here, but that's what we're going to get into. So I'm just going to jump over to the screen capture. Here we are now, and what we're going to do is just show you where we left off. So if I hit play, we set it up so we could move with the left mouse clicks or the WSAD, and we're going to work with the left mouse click screen. We're going to continue that as our working area, but I'm going to exit out of there. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to go File, New Script, and we're going to call this new script Globals. Simple. Create. Alright, then what we need to do is we're going to set this all out of here, and we're going to set up here our variables. So var, and then we're going to go let's say wood equals bracket, and we'll set that to 0 bracket var iron equals 0 var and actually I think we want to put in a player life in case we want to use it. So we're going to come up here, var and we're just setting all these to 0, but I think player life we're going to change that and set that to 10, just so we've got one stat available out of the get-go. So I don't need to add much more to this. We can, and we will add more later, but this gets us a good start of resources. 3 resources to gather and a life for the player. So we're going to go File, Save. That's saved now. Now what we got to do is simply set this up in the project, and what we're going to go here is Project Settings. We're going to come over here to Globals, and then on Globals we're going to create a new one, and we're going to call it Global Add, and then we're going to pass it through. So it's just going to inherit node, template, node default, that's fine, and path global.gd, create. So there we are, capital G for global. The script is lowercase g for global. We're done. Sorry, we want to make sure that it is set to we already have it checked. Checked by default because we created it. Close. Now that one's set up. Now in theory we shouldn't get an error if we hit run on this. Close that down. Just check our debugger. Yeah, it's just telling me delta is not used on the one script. That's fine. So there we go. So what we've done now is we've set up a global script where we set up the parameters on these variables, and then we set up in the project settings that this is a global script and that it can be called from anywhere in the game. So in the next one, what we're going to do is we're probably just, let me just show you here. Because I used this grid just to show the movement and to make sure that the speed movement was what we wanted. What I'm probably going to do in the next one is show you a sneak peek of some isometric tile sets I'm developing. There's talk about the Godot engine having a built-in store for it. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, as I develop this tile set, I'll make it available on my itch.io page. And it's going to be some pretty nice isometric tile sets to work with. What my experience has been is there's a lot of 2D tile sets out there. There's a lot of 3D tools out there, but there's not very many good isometric tile sets out there for 2D. So what I want to do is I want to make a nice isometric tile set, and maybe a series of them that is 2D but looks 3D, and will really allow people to unleash their creative abilities. And I'll demo that here. It's pretty easy to set up. I'm working on a whole system specifically for Godot for isometric 2D tile sets that look like they're 3D rendered out. So anyway, look forward to that to come in the future. There's also going to be a couple changes here. I'm working on some models and things to put in my studio just because I like my knickknacks. But in the next one, we'll take a look at setting up this background over the background, removing the grid and putting up some tile sets. So short video today, just getting those globals set up, just keeping you moving, and we'll be referencing those in the next one. So have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.